Hey everyone, it's Kellen from Electric Wheelchairs USA. We get a lot of people who ask us about if we carry lightweight folding mobility scooters. Now we have a lot of lightweight folding electric wheelchairs, and some people don't really prefer those. They want a scooter specifically. So we've now solved that concern for a lot of people, and we have some products that we are now carrying. One of them is by this company called Monarch Mobility, and the scooter is called the Supa Carbon Lite. So not super, it's Supa, and it supports 275 pounds of weight. It's approved for airline travel, 4 mile per hour top speed, about a 9 mile battery range, and best of all, once you remove the battery, this scooter weighs 28 pounds. It's one of the lightest scooters in the industry right now. So in this video, I want to go over more about the scooter. We're going to test it on a couple different surfaces and just talk about what it feels like to ride the Supa Carbon Lite. So let's get into it. So I'll start at the front and talk about a few things here. We got a foldable basket. I can flip this up. It's more compact. So when you fold it, it doesn't get in the way. You can even remove it. I can pop it right off. You just line these up on the tiller and slide it down like this. Now it is a carbon fiber frame. There's a couple pieces like these shrouds in the front. This is plastic, but it has that carbon fiber glossy kind of finish, which really pops. It looks really nice. So we got this front bar here on the front. You can use that to load it if you wanted to do this, but it does fold pretty compact. I'll show you how to do that. We've got some flat free tires. Let's get the sunlight here. Got some flat free tires here on the front and back, a little bit of tread. We've also got a spring suspension that is adjustable. I can adjust how tight or how firm it is. And it does work pretty well for a lightweight scooter. A lot of the lightweight scooters in the market, in order to make them lightweight, they have to take things off of the scooter or electric wheelchair if they want to make it really light, to make it as light as possible. So to me, it's surprising that they have a spring suspension, but it's a pretty good suspension. Now going over the controls, kind of hard to see. It's pretty bright out, but it is a digital dash. A unique thing about the scooter, you have an NFC key fob. This is your key to turn it on and off. Now you're going to get a set of 2 of them. And right now it's on. If I turn it off, I just swipe it over here. Now it turns off. So you turn it off and on this way. And let me try to get over into some shade to show you more about these, what it looks like on the dash, so you can see a little bit better. All right, so we got a little bit of shade. Now, because it's on camera, it kind of looks like it's jumping around, but it's not going to look like that when you get it in person. But we have battery life here in the top right corner. This is your speedometer in miles per hour. And your battery life, battery life and speedometer. It's pretty basic. We have a speed control on this side. If you want to get to that top speed of 4 miles per hour, just turn it to the rabbit. We've got a horn. So we do have a USB charging port here. You charge your cell phone on here, which is nice to have. There's even a USB-C converter. So you plug it into here, which has a USB-C port. I know a lot of cell phones have that, or then you can plug it into the USB-C port, so you're not limited. We've got these kind of like palm, I guess you put your palm here, so to speak, on the handlebars. And the tiller is, it's an ambidextrous tiller. So I can accelerate forward or backwards with just one hand. So I want to go forward or I want to go backwards. So if you didn't have use of one of your hands, you can still operate the scooter. Now, it is adjustable in height. You can see all these holes here. It actually gets up pretty tall. I guess a con about it, it's not angle adjustable, but there's a little clip here. It's a red clip. If I press this, I can lower the tiller down, or I can put it all the way up. And if I get to the tallest position, actually right there. It's really tall. I don't think that, I'm pretty tall, right? I'm 6'4" in height. I don't think I would use it at this height, but just to give you an idea of what I look like on this. I'm 6'4", I weigh about 235, so I'm under the weight capacity. This is what I look like. I think it fits me fine. I would feel comfortable purchasing this at my height if I were to purchase a lightweight folding scooter, and it fits fine. Like, we've got some textured areas here. It's kind of grippy, so you can't put your feet on here. Some people might put their feet on here if they're shorter. So I think it works fine. The turning radius isn't perfect. It's kind of a wide turning radius, I think. I believe it's listed at 50. I think it's a 50 inch, maybe 51 inch. I mean, it's a lightweight scooter, right? So I think when you want something as light as possible, there's just certain things you might have to sacrifice. So it doesn't have a super nice turning radius, but it serves a purpose. It folds really easy. It's lightweight. It's approved for airline travel. So it's a good option if you want something really lightweight, and something lightweight that fits someone that's even taller, like my size. Now, to charge it, we got a charging port right here, and it's a magnetic charging port. So I don't have the charger with me, but we'll put it on the screen what it looks like. But you simply plug it in. There's no prongs to line up, so it doesn't matter which angle you plug it in. You can this is the battery. So when you're flying airline travel, you just pull this up, and you're going to take this on as a carry-on. It's pretty flat. I think you could easily put this into like a laptop bag. And you got a charging port on the battery, which is nice. You're seeing this more and more, these scooters that you can charge it on the tiller or the battery directly. I like this because you can keep the scooter inside your car and then just bring this battery in. It weighs about probably 4 or 5 pounds. And then once you charge it, the charger will turn green once it's fully charged, and then you can just bring it back out and put it into your scooter. Maybe you leave it in your car. So it's better than just bringing this whole thing in. Now on the seat, it does have a nice kind of diamond stitching. I think maybe another con is it's not very big. It's a flat seat. It's some cushioning, and we got a little bit of cushioning back here, so it's not a super thick seat, but it's pretty comfortable. I mean, I don't think it's anything unreasonable. What I've found is some of these really thick cushions, maybe you buy an add-on cushion, it's comfortable at first, but the more you use it, the less comfortable it is. So they might seem like they're really nice to have, like one of those really cushiony cushions, I guess you could say, and that you put on top of an electric wheelchair seat or mobility scooter seat. But this one is surprisingly comfortable. It's pretty dense, but it does have a little bit of contour here on your legs, so I think it's comfortable. Now, it does come with armrests. They're easy to install. You just take these screws, unscrew these screws, and you can remove them if you wanted to. They also flip up to help you get in and out of the seat. I would imagine a lot of people that purchase this scooter probably won't use the armrest, but you can if you want. I think when you fold it, they kind of get in the way a little bit, and you still have to remove them. Although they're really easy to remove, I will say that. Now on the back, of course, we got anti-tip wheels, which is pretty standard. This is your freewheel lever. You can see it's pressed to on. If I press it to off, it puts it into freewheel or neutral, and I can push it manually. Just keep in mind, you can't operate it when it's in freewheel. So I'll put it back into the on position, but I will say that it's so lightweight that I don't know if you'll really use the freewheel lever, but you have that there. Seat back does fold down. And let me just show you how to fold this. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collapse this basket. I would remove the armrest, but I'm not gonna remove them for this purpose, but I would do that too, but they're just super easy to do. The next step, I'm gonna fold the seat back down. All right, so we wanna do that. Now, if I press this forward, you can see it starting to collapse. I'm even gonna use that clip here. I actually moved ahead a little too fast. I'm gonna adjust the tiller down so it sits lower. Now I'm going to use that same lever, and there's a bar right here. I can grab this bar and just collapse it like this. Now sometimes with folding mobility scooters, it might only fold to this position where it's kind of like like a capital A. But I can fold this to this position where it is very compact, to where it's this front bar and this back bar on the floorboard are almost parallel to each other. So looking at this, you can see how the armrests stick out. If I was traveling with this, I would remove the armrest to make it as compact of a footprint as possible. And then obviously to unfold, it's that same lever. So push that lever here, release it, and you just kind of pull this out. And then once you get to a certain point, you can just push down on the seat like this. And that's it. So very easy to do. One thing I'll show you, forgot to mention. So when you have it folded and you pick it up, there is a little handle right here, and I can pick it up like this. So I think with the battery, I believe it weighs about 34 pounds. So still very light. Now let's take it for a little spin. I want to try riding the grass over here. I haven't tested this in the grass. Now the tires are pretty thin, so I don't suspect it's going to do very well, but we'll see. I don't think it's very powerful motor per se. You're not going to go up crazy inclines. I think it's actually a 12-degree incline rating, which is pretty normal for most mobility scooters. So let's take it for a little spin. Put my feet out here. Okay, one thing I'm going to say right there that I just did, I took this turn at full speed and I had to put my foot out so I wouldn't tip over. So what I suggest is when you first start out, put it at a slow speed. This is at full throttle. This is as fast as it goes. Or maybe you can do like kind of a middle speed, maybe 2 miles per hour. But make sure you get used to this first before you just start riding at full speed immediately. I think the suspension does a really good job. I mean, look at this. A lot of give. That's so surprising to me that it has a suspension like that. But it does a big difference. So right now I can talk. There's some cracks in the sidewalk, and you're not hearing my voice bounce around, and like I have a pretty solid voice when I talk. I think it's because of the suspension. All right, so as I said, I'm gonna go over in this grass. This is a good test. It's actually pretty high grass. I don't think it's gonna do very well, but let's see. I'm actually at a mall that is closed. A lot of these malls here in the US have closed. It's basically since COVID. So you can see the grass is high, it's not maintained. Now, I'm going downhill, so this is easy. It actually handled it pretty well. Now, here's a good test right here. This is a little incline, so let's see how it does on this. I suspect it's not going to do very well. All right, so let me get a little bit of a running start here and see if we can get up this hill. This is gonna be tough. All right. It made it. Wow, that's crazy. Was not expecting that. So I will say that if you're gonna use this scooter for like going to like a baseball game or ride in the park with your kids, your grandkids, yes, you can use it in the grass. Now I would advise primarily flat grass, but I weigh about 235. The weight capacity is 275. You see it's like not maintained grass. It's pretty high and it handles it pretty well. So it passes that test. All right, so let me turn this off and This is the Supa Carbon Lite by Monarch Mobility. Really nice scooter. I'm excited to offer it. I think people are going to love this thing. We finally have a ultra lightweight folding mobility scooter. You guys have been asking for it. Now we got it. And they actually have more lightweight options besides this one. So we'll have some other videos coming out of some of the other ones. They actually have one that's even lighter than this. That scooter weighs, without the battery, I think it gets down to 26 pounds and still supports 275 pounds of weight. If you have any questions about this scooter, call us. We're open every day. You can also visit us at electricwheelchairsusa.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped you learn a little bit more about the Supa Carbon Lite by Monarch Mobility. Have a good day, everybody.